So we kind of started talking about it. You were mentioning the chamber and doing a lot of good things. They're doing a lot of good things for you. What are some other things about this community that stand out to you that you find interesting that people should know about it?
The thing that I enjoyed about, you asked about the Midwest, and the thing that I enjoyed about the Midwest is the small town feel. I don't know if that's everywhere in the Midwest, obviously, but that's kind of what they're known for. And that's what I felt when I was out of college out there. College was about 1,200 people in a town that was maybe, it was a little smaller than Grants Pass. But just that kind of feel. There's always seems like there's somebody you might know. There's always seems to be a good amount of goodwill out there, no matter what you hear on the news. And so that's what's kind of nice. You know, there's stuff that obviously any town in Oregon, any town in the United States can't get away from, seems like these days, with homelessness or politics or what have you.
Of course.
But I think generally the people, when we get a lot of the front line as far as tourism or people that haven't been here before, or we've always stopped here for gas and kept going. Now we decided to check it out and see what's around. You know, we get a lot of the people that say, there's a lot of nice people here. Mm-hmm. And I always am kind of curious about where they came from. Like, if you think this is a lot of nice people, I don't know, but I think it's true. So that and the general support, I think, obviously we're a part of it, but it seems like Grants Pass is a hugely giving town. So you pretty much, currently my wife's raising money for the senior graduation party out at Hidden Valley, and you know, just about anybody she talks to or whoever is trying to raise money for it gives money to it. Mm-hmm. And I know we get hit up weekly, if not almost daily sometimes, for donations and that kind of thing. And you know, we probably shouldn't say this too loud, but we do give away stuff. So
I don't know if you noticed, but Lawton and I got busted a couple of days ago for giving away too much peanut butter. So
No. Is he tasting it?
I think he snuck a couple in his pocket, but no, I agree. This community, that has been one of the big things that I've noticed is just how giving the community is. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's just so many people and so many programs out there designed to give back to the needy,
yes.
and just in all kinds of different ways. And it's just, I find it fascinating, but it's just incredibly humbling, and just it's cool to be a part of, mm-hmm. you know. And it's just I love it. I love that part of this.
Well, and I think it does make you want to be a part of it too, and make you want to continue with it. Yeah.
Well, it's I would say that has been a huge inspiration for a lot of the stuff that I do is you know, just trying to contribute, you know, because there's a lot of people doing it, and I feel like it's kind of our duty to help do that. So. Yep. Lawton and I went to, the three of us did a podcast with Lisa Kelly, and Robin was going to join us, but he had some business to take care of yesterday. Or wasn't yesterday, the day before yesterday? When did we do that? Tuesday? Yeah. So we went out, and Lisa Kelly, they do that wipe out hunger thing for Kelly's Automotive.
Oh, right.
Where you bring in like a jar of peanut butter or jelly, and they replace your wiper blades. Mm-hmm. And so we were talking to her, and she said that they were down 50% by what they were, you know, the previous year that they did it. And so Lawton got the bright idea that we were going to go to whatever store we could and try to fill my truck up with peanut butter and jelly. So, and we probably would have if I didn't forget to take out half the stuff out of my truck bed. But yeah, we got a lot of peanut butter and jelly in the back of my truck. So
that was kind of fun.
We hopefully still in the containers, but you know.
Yes. Yeah.
We went to Walmart, and the comments you get at Walmart are worth it alone.
Yeah.
Like, between them thinking you're stealing it and people being concerned that you're taking everything. And
right.
Yeah.
But that's my peanut butter.
Yeah. One guy came up and was like, well, I'll take one of those and one of those.
Is that in the news?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one guy, like he said, was, you know, he's like, is that all the grape jam? And we're like, well, not really. But he's like, that's the one I was looking for. I'm like, go ahead.
Take it.
Take it. Like, you know, he's like, well, I don't want to take it from you. I'm just like, it's fine. You know,
we got plenty.
It's not going to bother, you know?
Yeah. And there's like another row of shelving full of all kinds of jellies.
Yeah. whatever.
No, this is
Not
the only
great,
one.
though. But,
Yeah, maybe that was it. I didn't check the flavor.
Yeah. Well, I think he wanted the cheap ones. And to be honest, that's what we were trying to buy is the cheapest stuff we could.
The dollar store.
Yeah. Well, we could have gone to the dollar store, but we went to Winco and then realized we couldn't put it on our credit card because they take
right.
debit
Yeah,
only.
debit only. Yeah,
Unfortunately, we didn't like load up both of those carts with this amount of how much.
Stop at the grocery.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, sorry. Well, I guess you all can put it back. We'll see you later." That would have been the biggest dick move ever. But we went to Walmart and took about as much of their great value peanut butter as we could, and as much of the jelly as we could, and then going out to the car. What did that guy say? He was like, "Do you guys leave any chunky peanut butter in there?" Like, it was just.
Well, that video when you jumped up and pushed the cart, like the very end of it, you can hear him start to talk. I wish I would have kept it going.
Yeah,
because we got the whole thing on video.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like when somebody in the store asked us if he's like, "Are those on sale? Is that why you guys are buying those?" To be like, "Yeah, because 10 cents off of peanut butter, I'm going to buy every last jar of it.
Save a lot of money."
Yeah, yeah. But that was a lot of fun. But it's my head's starting to itch here. Can't get my headphones off. Yeah, no, it's just Grants Pass is just really cool like that. There's just a lot of cool stuff going on.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah. What else? There's a few businesses too that stand out to you. You didn't write them down in your questionnaire.
I did not. I tend not to signal people out.
Single people.
Single people out.
Yeah. It's all right.
But you mentioned him earlier. I think Row Motors is what he does and the shoes that he fills with his dad and is pretty amazing.
Yeah, Steve's phenomenal.
So it's mostly kind of like that. It's the people behind the businesses. So and it again goes to the Grants Pass feel of it, the hometown hustle.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. People better recognize hometown hustle. Anyway, thank you for that, Lee. That was cool. Soundbite.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
But yeah, I recognition specialty, nice badge, whatever. At the
Lowell. Yeah.
When Circle J's was going, Hudson, a lot of the restaurants during COVID, we kept trying to order out for lunch all the time during that kind of thing. And
Circle J not make it.
He was done.
They just sold. Yeah.
Yeah. He was done with the restaurant business. They were doing fine, but
It's a lot.
he had a kid at home and he wanted to spend more time at home than the restaurant allowed. But yeah, of course, on the spot, I guess I could have thought about it a little more with the questionnaire, but
No, that's okay. No, I think what I was trying to get you to get at was that it's not necessarily about the businesses themselves. I mean, we have amazing businesses here that are doing some really amazing things, not only locally, but nationwide and internationally and all that. But it's what you're trying to say is that it's not necessarily about the businesses that what stands out to you. It's the people who run them and the contribution that they make to community.
Most of them, I mean, even some of the bigger businesses, you might run into them and, it's so cliche, but they're normal people. It's I think about my daughter worked at a grocery outlet and still does when she comes home from college. They hire her back on and they came in and made an ornament with us at one point, and it was kind of like, yeah, you're just, Siskiyou Design people, the Hodges, and just great people, and you'd never know. I'm thinking of Oregon Swiss, just the fields. You talk to them, and it's like, well,
yeah,
they're people.
They're normal people running a business, but they give a lot back to the community.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the fields do a lot too with Boatnik and the Active Club and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just,
How'd you get on the chamber board? Who asked you to do that?
Well, I think to steal somebody's word, I was voluntold. I think I was at one point.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
But yeah, basically, Hugh Griffiths roped me in at that point, and to be honest, Hugh. it was a time where I was kind of like, what with the volunteers, exactly, how much they do. Like, well, okay, I could do something. It's not my favorite thing to do is to be on a board meeting, but you know,
it's a great board though. There's a lot of cool people on the board. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, Hugh is what who yeah, he got both of us.
That's kind of whatever.
Well, Nancy Venuti wrote me in. I took her board position.
Okay.
When she was kind of easing her way out of doing stuff like that. So I took her board position, but Hugh is the one he was chair of the board when I got roped into voluntold to be the chair of the board. So
Robin's looking vulnerable over there. I think he's going to be on the chamber board soon.
He came to cool. He came to me a couple weeks ago after you got signed up for some other committees and things. Oh, no, it was because of you. Yeah, because of Lawton. Lawton called. Lawton and I have been on the YPN committee since it started, and so Lawton's been not trying to get out of it, but figured it was time to get out of it, and so he roped Robin into being the vice chair. Oh. And Robin came into my office. He's like, how did this happen? Like, he's involved in so much now. And like when he first got started in real estate, you were involved in some stuff, but not nearly as much.
I kind of tried to stay out of it because Kate's in everything.
Yeah.
And it just didn't seem right.
Somebody's got to stay home, right?
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. But yeah.
Yeah, but he's all voluntold to a lot of stuff now. But he's like, how did it get like this? I'm like, well,
it went from like 0 to 60 in like a week.
Yeah,
it was like all of a sudden I'm on 3 different boards and
Rotary committees, and yeah.
It's a compliment. It really is.
It feels like one. It's nice, and I'm happy to help, but it just kind of happened. I was sitting in his office like, what happened?
Yeah, because you hang out with me and Kate. That's the problem.
That's right.
So it's maybe it's a compliment, or maybe we're just suckers because we just won't say no.
No, I tell myself it's a compliment.
Oh,
it's a compliment.
That's how I go to sleep at night.
Inner dialogue.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.